Season 2, Episode 6. I'm your host. He is your host, with not really the absolute most, because I'm the one with the absolute most. I am Danny Paths.
I am Chase, Shorty 40, also half 48, 24.
There we go.
Today we got a double feature featuring our boy Grovch and Slanga.
So,
Let's fucking get this shit going, yo.
Alright. So, to start off, let's just get to know you guys. How'd you guys come up with the name, introduction to the scene? Tell us about yourselves.
I found out Slanga. I was going through some music, some old ass music, and it was like some Lil Fly song, old ass rap song, and I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it had the word slangin' in it, and Slanga sound cool, so I just did that. I had never heard that before, so
I like it. It's catchy. I like your logo too with the sign. I like it. So what about Grouch? How'd you come up with Grouch?
I'm a huge douchebag asshole, so it's been really easy, you know. Now, about 9 years ago, I was on Facebook, and I had an ex-wife at this time, and this is back whenever I was like, you know, amateur bodybuilder too. Okay. And I made the douchiest post you could think of. You know, I think it was like gym tan laundry, and dishes. What's up, bitch? And one of my ex's friends commented, "Wow," and I thought, "Yeah, I'm such a douche." She goes, "No, you're just a grouch," and I was just like. At that moment, it's like the lightning hit me. I was like, I am a grouch. Shit.
Oh, interesting. You just went for it.
Yeah, just, all in, balls deep.
Nice.
It's the only way to do it, man. Just go balls deep.
I mean, it's not that hard for me.
Can we bleep that? Not try to get a channel taken down.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just kidding. Fuck it. We all say all the naughty words.
Oh, you said fuck, dude.
How long have you been in the scene?
Shit. So, in case any of like my fans or whatever didn't know, I am 36 years old, so I'm old as fuck in this scene. I've been scratch DJing and producing drum and bass since 98, 99. Coming from Houston, Texas. H-Town!
Yes, sir.
Took a little bit of hiatus for a while, but then I came back about 3 or 4 years ago. I was new to the Dallas scene whenever I came in, and now I'm not trying to be like, egotistical, but I'm pretty fucking infamous. You know?
Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Pretty much, if you're in the bass scene in Dallas, you've probably fucking heard 1 or 2 stories about me, and either I'm sorry or what's up,
It's one or the other.
Yeah, one or the other. It's either you love me or you hate me.
Is there an in between?
Hell no. You've met me.
Nothing but love.
Yeah, nothing but love. And then, you speak to somebody else, I'm not going to mention names, and he avoids me at all costs. So it's either or with me. It's never like Izar. It's like, dude, I love him, or he's a fucking asshole.
Smells like bitch in there. No, I'm kidding.
So how long have you been in the scene?
I started getting into it whenever I was like 15. No, before then. Probably like 13-ish, like 6th grade. And then I started fucking with FL for a little bit, like 15, but it was only some bootleg shit. It wasn't even real. And then started taking it more seriously at like 18. And I'm only 20.
Okay, nice.
So I've only been actually mixing for probably like a year now.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Where are you from?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, nice.
Murderworth. You already know the deal.
So
was it Fort Worth and Houston.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what was it that like kind of like drew you to the scene? Like, was it like a specific artist, or was it just like Skrillex just
yeah, it was
at the time?
Dude, literally, I was in
Always
the
goes back to
gym.
the
I was
same
in the gym at school one time, and this kid, he lied and said that he was a DJ. Like, I knew he wasn't a DJ. He was just trying to be cool. But he was playing that the cinema remix, and I was really fucking with that. So then I started learning who he was, who Skrillex was, and then seeing how he was DJing, and I just was like, "Yep,
that's what I want."
that's what I want to do."
Hell yeah.
Wait, so is he like posing as Skrillex or just like some big DJ, or is he just like, yeah, I do this?
Yeah, no, he was just like, yeah, dude, I'm a DJ. I go do this and this and that. Like,
In the 6th grade.
Places. In 6th grade, yeah.
Like that dude that got in trouble in the bathroom.
Dude, I heard about that. That was funny. That's what he was doing. He was doing underground raves in the bathrooms.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That's a fucking legend,
Yeah,
dude.
they like confiscated his setup. He had like a laptop and like a little controller, like a mini controller.
It was like one of those entry level ones, not like the DJ 400. It was like the smaller, probably like quarter size of that. It was literally just like two little jog wheels, and like they didn't even have like the EQ on it. I think it only controlled like the audio, and it didn't have any like the only fader it had was like the one to go to like the left and right, and that was it.
I mean, you could chop a screw like that, though.
Yeah, but shit, that's better than what like some people do. Yeah. So Josh, what is it that got you in the scene back in the day?
You know, big booty bitches and titties. You know?
Now you're talking about language.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna go back there.
Nah, so like the only EDM that was around, like that was popular, was like Till I Come, Castles in the Sky, and that kind of. I'm sorry if you like this, that kind of bullshit. And then I heard Diesel Boy, The Descent, and if you haven't heard that, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ, that pretty much changed my view on a lot of EDM. And then after that, it was Smack My Bitch Up by Prodigy. Okay. And if you haven't heard that, you're living under a fucking rock.
I'm under a rock.
Yeah, dude. Like,
damn, bro.
Go check it.
Dude, trust me.
Me too.
Yeah. God, I wanna
We have this shit together.
I did that one time. Pulled up a song. Everybody got mad at me.
Oh, I ain't doing that right now. I ain't doing that.
Okay, that's good.
Nah, I want to so bad. But then, I took a hiatus, and then when I came back, the first real dubstep tracks I heard was fucking Casper and Rusko.
Really?
Jehovah.
Huh.
Came back, listened to that, and I was like, okay, it changed. So then I started getting involved in the scene a little bit more, and then I moved to Dallas, and then started producing.
So what are your thoughts on, like, I guess whenever you first got into the scene versus to how it is now, like the evolution of
I just like how people are like, have you been to this rave? I'm just like, it is not a rave. It's a show, pretty much. Raves, I used to go to warehouse raves. Those
are your raves.
Yeah. But again, it's like, okay, boomer. Nah, but like, I call them shows now, just because to me there is a difference, but also, I don't know, like the bass scene, it feels a lot more real than the other scenes that I've been a part of.
How so?
It's more tribal. Like we'll push each other in the mosh pit, we'll talk shit to each other, but when it comes down to it, if one of us gets pushed down, another person will come and help us back up pretty quickly. Now you go to the trance scene, a girl gets slipped something, everybody's just watching her. In the bass scene, we usually take care of her. That is the major difference I've seen with all this. So that's why I'm proud to be a part of the bass scene.
Interesting. That's crazy. What would you say led you to your style, the way you mix?
Shit, I don't know. I mean,
if you have any artists that you look up to or mixing styles? No. You just do you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. I got this old DDJ controller whenever I was younger, and I basically how I learned how to mix was I listened to somebody else's mix, and I got whatever songs they used, and I tried to copy that, like make it sound exactly the same, and that's how I learned how to mix, beat matching and all that shit.
Gotcha.
See, we had the same kind of like upbringing.
Upgrading.
Yeah, upgrading. Nah, because that's literally how I learned how to mix. Like when it came to learning everything, I would just listen to mixes. Like I stopped listening to like actual like songs on its own. Just listen to mix like every day for like months straight, so I can once like kind of hear what's going on. Two, trying to replicate that and see like the techniques that they were doing.
Yeah. Just like figuring that shit out.
Yeah, like all by ear and then by trial and error. But then also kind of like doing what they were doing, but then kind of like implementing that on my own to
experimenting.
To do like what I guess to try, like not really improve on that, but try to do like my own version of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did that.
It's cool. It's helped me out a lot, personally.
Like I never watched any like YouTube videos on how to DJ or anything.
Yeah.
So
Because I feel like with YouTube videos, I feel like they just show you like the basic fundamentals of like what you're supposed to do. But it's not until like you actually do it by trial and error where you kind of like get better and better as you go.
And figure out how to use those certain things while you mix.
Yeah. Because I feel like with DJing, that's really what it just comes down to. It's just like experience and then like time on the board itself.
Yeah.
That's what makes it better.
And, like I don't even have that deck anymore. It's like whenever I bring up the fader, the sound cuts in and out, so I don't even fucking use it anymore. Because every time I use it, it pisses me off. I'm like, fuck, quit fucking up.
That's funny. So what do you have now?
Nothing.
Nothing?
You
just play when you go?
Yep. Or if I go to a homie's house who has decks, I'll fucking...
And how's that?
Works out.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like as soon as you get like the basic fundamentals down, it's kind of like riding a bike.
Yeah.
It's like you can't forget it.
You can't, yeah. It doesn't matter. Well, you can play on anything as long as you know like the fundamentals. Just keep it OG.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it would just be harder to write sets, I guess.
Well, as
but
long
that's
as
just because I write sets. Not everybody writes sets.
yeah. As long as, I don't know, me personally, as long as you kind of like learn how to read the crowd and you see what they're doing, kind of like vibing, so you can kind of just like go off of that.
Yeah, I feel that. So if y'all had to pick a festival, event, or venue to play at, what would it be?
Lost Lands.
Fuck you.
Y'all can have
Fine,
the same answer.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Base Canyon, how about that?
Okay.
Actually, no, I switch it. I want to go to Wobble Land.
Okay, that's interesting.
I would love that.
A hometown.
I don't even know where that's at, honestly.
Bomb Factory?
Well, Wobbleland.
No.
Oh, California one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Big
okay.
one.
Okay.
Because I was like, I feel like it's an event, but depending on like the size and
Where
the
it
production, it depends on like where they do it at.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But Wobbleland, because I think it is from like Cali or like that area, I'm pretty sure they kind of, try to go all out just because it's like their hometown.
I feel that. I'm gonna look up lineups. Yeah.
He said, "Let me see what artist I can pull from here."
Oh, give me my secrets. Okay, so if y'all had to open like now, what would y'all open with? Or if you have a specific double that you know that you throw in there as soon as that gets the crowd going.
I would probably throw down one of my tracks and then try to double it with something.
Oh yeah.
Definitely David Hasselhoff. Anything from David Hasselhoff, I'm joking.
I was like, I want to hear this.
Does he like sample his packs of drums or something?
The visuals is him and
With
Baywatch
visuals,
just running
yeah.
slowly, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I call that track the Hoff.
Makes me. Oh.
Number one banger, you know what I mean? More ways than one.
God.
Wow. Nah, honestly, like, either my new track that I made or, with the one we were discussing earlier, Rhythm Love Song. Jesus Christ, that shit slaps.
Odd Prophet, he never misses,
Yeah,
man.
he never does.
Even in the early days,
Yeah.
he never misses. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he just does it.
That was the worst slash. Like, seal.
So out of all the shows that y'all played, what do you think's like the most memorable moment y'all had? Either something that happened like on stage or something like after the show or like behind the scenes and you just turn around and you see something and you're just like, fuck. This is the most memorable moment y'all had.
Yeah, y'all can remember.
I don't know. Your face is telling it all. So.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Let's try to keep it like in a good way,
Oh,
not in a bad way. 'Cause
Now the first show that I ever like opened for was I opened for Sweet Tooth and Symbiotic, the first Ham show,
Okay.
and it was the first show I ever performed at, and I went back to back with Glitch,
Oh yeah.
and I was so fucking nervous, and I swear to God, like they put a rail in there, and like they opened the doors and we just started, and I look up and it's fucking filled already, and then the side of the CDJ that we were using, apparently they didn't tell us that it has a sweet spot that turns off. And it was hit, and it was 15 minutes in the set, and all you hear is like this build up and then nothing. And I was just like, pale. He was like, oh shit. And then we just immediately got back into it, and it happened again towards the end of the set.
God.
But it was still a kick-ass time. But that will always be because that kind of helped me kind of roll with punches a lot easier. But the second time it happened, I was like, oh, I'm like, just kind of rolled with it better.
Yeah.
But that was definitely trial by fire. It was my first time playing on CDJs, so I went from XDJ 700 my setup to that, and then that happened. So it was just like, yeah. But it was a fun time.
I don't really have one.
You don't have a most memorable moment
I
or
really
a set?
don't.
No,
probably
nothing
not.
special.
No, I threw down my first triple last night.
Yeah.
That was kind of special to me.
Hey.
I did that at a random, but yeah. Other than that, no, because I lose my days. I don't lose it. Like shows, it all just kind of starts blending in together.
Going back to, I guess, the incident with the CDJ.
Yeah.
How what do you think is the best like way to kind of like roll off of like, I guess, technical difficulties whenever you're playing? Because it always happens.
Yeah.
Either it's bound to happen or you kind of like screw up a transition or something, and it's like or something happens where something doesn't go like according to plan. How do you play that off?
Man, it either own it or just plow through it. The biggest thing is, as long as you're having fun and you have skill and you're doing it live, the crowd half the time will not notice. They will catch your vibes and the bangers and everything else that you're throwing down. Mm-hmm. If you make it a big deal, the crowd will make it a big deal. Mm-hmm. And you could actually make it a part of the show. Act like it was a fuck up on purpose. Because you can spin the other one back, man, y'all got to hear this shit again.
It was nice play twice.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's just all about how you handle the situation. You can't just be frozen and be afraid to fuck up, because that's where you learn the most. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So.
I think it's like, if I'm fucking up, I just try to keep. First thing that I'm thinking about is keep it in tempo. Like, it doesn't matter how I do. Like, if I press stop in the middle of a drop or in the middle of a build up, I'm still counting in my head because they're always counting.
Right.
So I'm still counting, and I'll hit it like back at 4 or something on the 4th beat.
Yeah.
So it stays back. It's still in tempo.
Right.
Nobody knows what you're doing. Just like he said, if you don't make a big deal of it, the crowd ain't even gonna know.
Right, and they're just gonna vibe with you.
Me personally, I feel like the best way to kind of like roll off of that, like how you said, just own it or like own up to it. Because I remember going back to back with my friend Destroya, and I think we were using either CDJs or like the XDJ. I think it was the XDJ that we were using, the one with the like screen in the middle. Yeah. So what he ended up doing by accident is loading the wrong track on the wrong deck, and it just stopped. Mm-hmm. So whenever that happened, I just remember going up on the mic. It's like, look, this is on the spot. This is no plan, no nothing, just balls to the walls, whatever. It happens. You know, technical difficulties, loaded on the wrong deck. We're just going to keep it going. My bad about that.
It does suck sometimes, though, because I'll be sitting there and one song will be playing and I'm over here trying to load a different one, but the same song that is over here will load, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It pisses me off every time.
It literally happened last set. I'm dead. Made me miss my whole double.
I caught that. Because I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, did he mean to do this?
Uh-oh, why is it just one song?
I was like, did he mean to loop it back? I guess it was part of that, I guess. I mean, he knows. I don't.
I knew somebody was going to know.
But yeah, no, I feel like just owning up to it, just telling the crowd, like, hey, look, it happens. I feel like that's just better because, like, I don't know. They'll see, like, okay, that's what happened. You know, he admitted to it. We're just going to keep it going.
How do you
and,
recover?
You know, honestly, I feel like it just builds up the energy. Mm-hmm. I feel like it does. So, whenever...
Fuck up?
Yeah. In my opinion. Because, like, let's say, like, with Josh, for instance, whenever he was playing, like, whenever the job hits, it just cut out, the CDJ. You're just like, oh, you know, my bad, CDJ froze, or CDJ stopped. But you're just going to run it back, and we're just going to, you know, do it again. Because that's what even happened to me at Spookyland. Like, my USB... ran into a connection error or something. Like, it froze. So I went into an emergency loop, and it happened right at the drop. So it sounded like one long-ass fake-out drop, so I just wheeled it back, and I told him, like, hey, technical difficulties, you know, it happens, you know? Equipment fucks up at times, so we're just gonna, you know, just keep it going. And then the next one, I just remember, I think it was like a double or a triple that I did. And I just remember whenever it dropped, just hearing everybody just, like, go, like, ah, or some shit, just freaking out. I was like, all right, like...
See, there you go. Like, it doesn't even matter now.
Either it built, like, as long as you can follow it up and just kind of keep it going so it feels, like, natural.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I feel that. It's that I didn't get to play the devil, so I didn't feel like that.
Just wheel it back. If it's just say
Yeah, it's
wheel
too
it.
late. It's too late, Ken. It's too late. It's gone. I didn't wheel.
Either that or if it loads at the same spot, just kind of do it a quarter turn a little bit, make it forward, and then start screwing and chopping.
Screwing and chopping.
Chop and screw.
Yeah.
Well, he's from Houston. He knows how. That chop and screw
That
is
shit
in the
is
blood.
so okay. If you can chop rhythm,
Yeah.
if you can chop rhythm, you can fucking screw and chop. It's the same thing.
Just keep it a beat off.
That's it.
But it's in his blood because he's from Houston.
Yeah, that's it. It's okay. You say just triple and just
FaceTime.
quad like nothing. So
Just screw it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There you go.
Oh, wait.
did
Wait.
Don't live by that,
Hold on.
y'all.
rewind.
Wheel it back.
So do y'all have any upcoming shows y'all can tell us about or plans?
Next weekend, I got something going down in San Antonio.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yep.
San Antonio set featuring Slanga.
Yep.
Oof.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Have you ever played out of city?
Yes.
Yeah.
I played in Oklahoma City at a Blunts and Blondes after party.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty dope. But he was actually going to come through, and then the owner of the crib or whatever, Blunts and Blondes hit him up and was like, yo, you told people that I was going to come, and then the owner of the house was like, alright, then don't come, bitch or pussy, like, whatever. Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you go that far with it?
Yeah. So you didn't come through.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool though.
Since you played in Oklahoma, what do you know, or did you notice a difference from playing like here in your
Yes.
hometown? And what was that
Oklahoma
like?
is fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I think so because I don't think that there's a lot of things to do in Oklahoma City other than get high and go to fucking
Get fucked
party.
up.
Yeah. And go hard. So that's exactly what
that's
they
what
do.
they did. Okay. Interesting.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
I'll tell you that.
And I've
You're
been,
like, I
I go there
concur.
all the time because I got family that live up there, and we'll try to go and do something, and there's never anything to do.
Yeah.
So
So whenever there is finally something to do, it's just like, all right, time to let out all this pent up energy we
Yeah.
had for like the past couple of months.
Call the
Go out.
troops. We march. You see a bunch of kids walking. Headbanging already.
You mentioned that because whenever I went to Oklahoma City to go watch a BTSM show, I do remember like it being like a long ass walk to get to like where your tickets get scanned, and I just remember seeing people either just like on their phones like playing like dubstep or something, and they're just like group headbanging on the way to the venue. I'm just like. It's like we're like it's like a 2-minute walk away, just like wait till we get there.
Oh, bro, they get lit, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about the other kind of all out that I saw out there because
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, some stuff we don't talk about on this channel.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know nothing.
We'll talk about it on the behind the scenes on where we can upload it to. Let's try to hit up the hub and see if they're down with it.
Damn.
try to make some revenue off of that.
I do not want Rhythm Squad coming up on us.
I'll leave then. My bad.
Oh, rated R. For Rhythm Squad. Oh my god. Stop. Okay.
Somebody stop this man.
God,
Anyways,
God.
Since we're on Rhythm Squad, how did you first hear and when about Rhythm Squad?
In the Instagrams.
Yep, Instagram.
Can I
Really?
Can I say
Interesting.
Instagram?
this is the first time I've heard somebody say Instagram.
Shout out
before.
Instagram one time.
Shout out. Yeah.
That's awesome. Normally everybody says Twitter.
Yeah.
I actually just got into Twitter
Me
pretty
too.
recently.
I'm one of those people. I had MySpace until like the dead last person to get in Facebook, and now I'm like I got Twitter like 3-4 months ago.
At least you're better with releasing content though.
Yeah. I just do fuck shit all the time, and I'm like I don't care who sees anymore.
See, I just don't. I get that. It's just I'm not always on my phone on social media like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish I had somebody to just run that shit for me.
You feel that?
But then, I don't like people having access to my shit though. So,
Yeah, I would see where you come from with that.
Yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, I run it's a social media. What's up?" Or it's like they just do some like disrespectful shit on it.
Yeah, because I don't trust. I don't want to say that I can't trust anybody, but
he don't trust anybody.
Yeah, but I don't trust him.
It's hard to trust. I feel you.
So, like, you never know whenever somebody would be like, "Ooh, you did this."
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck you up real quick on fucking social media. So, yeah. Just avoid all problems at all costs.
Yeah, I feel that.
And you can do that just by being in control of yourself.
Yep.
So.
Running your own shit.
So about when was it that y'all discovered Rhythm Squad?
I remember it was a while back.
Yeah, like a year and a half ago.
I believe that's how long I've been following y'all.
Because I know we ran into you. We met you at one of the Generate streams.
Yeah.
And we knew Grovch for a while.
Yeah,
I'm really new to just. I really just started playing shows. I don't really know how it all started, but
right. Yeah, once I saw you, I was like, it's because somebody dropped out, and I was like, we need.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember Slanga was here. I was like, let me call him. Let me see.
I was actually planning on going to Six Flags that day. I had plans and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to Six Flags. We're gonna have fun. And then I saw your text message, and I was like,
shit.
Oh, what the fuck just happened here? And then I was like, yeah, maybe. Like, let me think about it. And then I called you back, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Was it a show or a stream?
It was a stream.
So, do you think... So, is it... Because did you start off playing, like, actual shows, or did you start off with streams, and then that kind of, like...
Really started with streams.
So, was it weird at first playing for, like, basically, like, in front of a camera by yourself?
Yeah.
Did you think it was awkward, or do you like that you started there?
I feel like it's good, because it feels like you're... To me, it felt like I was just DJing in a bedroom.
Right, I feel that.
So, you're not having everybody watch. You don't know who the fuck's watching the stream.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
You're just doing your thing.
Yeah, I like because 48 started doing streams first before we played live, and I like getting the feel of playing, and especially because we got on CDJs, so we got to feel the CDJs fast, and I'm glad we got to do that.
And then have you been able to play, like, a show as, like, recently or no?
Yeah, I've been playing. I played last night at the Green Elephant, and then New Year's Eve I played in the New Year's Eve event, and then yeah, I've played a few.
Oh yeah.
So was it weird, like, finally, like, to go up there after, like, such a long time not being able to, like, play?
Yeah,
for
when
a crowd?
was your first live show?
I want to say like a couple months ago, maybe.
Was it one of the first ones that Generate through?
Yeah.
At Green Elephant?
Uh-huh.
You think? Okay.
So how was that, like, finally, like, to be able to go up there in front of, like, an actual, like, live crowd instead of, like, a camera just on the wall?
It don't really bother me. I don't really get stage fright.
Really?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
That's good though.
Yeah, I need some tips and tricks from him. God damn it! I'll go up there just like, oh shit, it's time. It's time.
No.
It just doesn't matter. Like,
there's people.
Yeah, it does. That shit don't matter to me.
What about you about stage fright? No, a little bit. No.
Nah, I get pumped up when I get on stage.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're
I mean, after the first show I ever played, like DJing in front of a crowd, like you can't really just go down from there because you know it's like, oh, you fucked up, no sound. It can only go up unless you know. I did play at one rap venue and they didn't tell me it was a rap venue.
Oh god.
Damn.
That
I've done that
in East
before,
Dallas, yeah, that was a little bit nerve wracking because I started playing, you know, like let's say AFK. And then this older African American woman walks up and she was like, "You don't need to play this don't give a fuck shit. We like shit around here with soul." I'm like, "Okay, y'all swole." But when I started playing rhythm and I slowed it down to 130 though, that's whenever I started seeing.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of like look at the crowd because I had no rap on me. I was not prepared, and they were like, "Yeah, play rhythm and dubstep." The worst part was, though, towards the end of that set, rappers started walking up and giving me their USB. Hey, I need you to play this. I'm like, I'm not that kind of DJ.
Damn.
But then they offered me money, so I did it.
There you go.
See, the first thing I know about DJing is sometimes you have to be a whore, you know, which I'm already well versed in. Harry Hines.
Hold on. I need my notes. Oh my god. God damn. Let me get the Harry Hyde Street picture right here.
Right here, right behind me, you know.
Oh my god.
So going back to that rap show, how did that even happen?
I got a couple friends that do another promotion company, but they don't really do EDM. They do other stuff. All legit. I just try not to say any names. That's all. They said, "Hey man, we got a show for you." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" But you got to bring your own decks. Okay, cool. Get there and they're like, "Oh, do you have a mic?" I'm like, "I don't have a mic." Well, we need a mic. Drove back to my side of town, borrowed a mic from my friend, drove back, started the show, and then I kind of walked inside because I just dropped all the stuff there, and my friend said he'd set everything up, walk inside, and I'm like, oh, this is not the kind of scene that I was supposed to be playing in. Fuck it, I'll play.
Same situation.
And I asked him 3 times, I'm like, bro, it's rhythm and dubstep, right? He said, yeah, play your stuff. I'm like, okay. It was just completely like, I don't want to say a miscommunication. It was just like, he wanted me to play my stuff and he wanted to like kind of show me off. He just didn't really read the crowd that well. You know what I mean? Right. So he was trying to look out for me and like promote me and stuff, and it just wasn't happening. I feel that. But you know, they're good people. I'm never playing in that environment again. That's one of the reasons whenever I'm doing a show now, when I get there, if I don't feel comfortable doing it, I don't care if I'm already on the lineup. I will be like later.
Damn.
No grabs.
No. If I don't feel comfortable doing a show, I would rather walk away from a show than play feeling uncomfortable.
I feel that.
Now, like if it's a live stream or something like that, and that is just the vibe that I get from there. If it's a technical difficulty, I will play through that. We were at a live stream whenever nothing loaded and all the timing was off, and I played through that. That is not what I mean by uncomfortable. Yeah. If I feel like the people are shady, if I feel like it's not the right kind of crowd, I will walk away. Yeah. Immediately, because I don't want to go through that again. Yeah. And I have to have standards for myself and my Grovch brand.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put myself in that predicament either.
Yeah, it really was a conundrum. I just want to throw big words in that.
I was about to say conundrum.
Conundrum. It really is a pickle. Dill. You know.
At least you didn't walk into like let's say like a country bar and you just start playing.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah. Dude. Hardcore drum and bass. Oh yeah, just be like, get the fuck out. Yeah, motherfucker. You know, just
oh my god.
Throwing some fucking hash at a country bar, see how they react. Be like, yeah, Texas boys, you know what I mean? Get the fuck out.
Oh my god.
Beer bottles thrown. I'll start a mosh pit.
Definitely some fights. Definitely gonna be some fights.
Just be like Little Texas and just pull up with a Texas hat.
Just a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat, yeah.
Okay, just cowboy hat?
And your mask over your area.
Ooh, yeah, and overalls.
You said over the area. Not even on your face, just over the area.
I didn't want to talk about it, but that's how my mask got cracked, you know?
Damn!
Okay, since we're talking about the mask, how did that come about?
So, it's so funny. That wasn't even supposed to be just like my mask or anything. I saw that on Wish, just a black mask on Wish, and I'm like, huh, $5. I ordered it like 2 months before COVID, and it came in like day 2 of the shut-in and everything. And then
typical Wish.
Yeah. And then I just like modified the back end, and I just got bored one day at home, drinking at home, bored during the shut-in. And then I just, I was practicing in front of my like mirror. You've been to my place and you saw that mirror right there. So I started practicing in front of that because sometimes I am very egotistical. So, and then I put the mask on. I started headbanging. It didn't move. And I looked up. I'm like, oh, shit, that's a vibe. So then I started wearing that. And then another night of boredom and a lot of drinking, I decided to kind of paint it. And I did that with it.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple angles. And then, but the fucked up part was, it looked better on the first layer, but I just didn't stop. And there's like 4 layers of paint on that, and now it's cracked. Yeah, a lot of
You
drinking.
do a Mass 2.0.
Yeah, now I'm about to have Mass 2.0 and can't really talk about that yet. But
Hell yeah.
Imagine him and Destroy going back.
Back
to back.
Ooh, Mass back to back Mass.
There we go.
Into Persante.
That'd be a vibe.
So, do y'all have anybody we should look out for in this area or in any area? Really?
Ace-Or.
Rejects. On God. For real.
Didn't we do a stream with them?
mm-hmm.
No, they're a duo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that was the first live stream I ever did, and they played before me. They're awesome.
Yeah. I've known them for a minute now.
Yeah.
They're always writing. They write a fuck ton, and it's some of the shit they come out with is fucking crazy. And their way
Where are they from? They're far, right?
One of them, they both used to live in Lake Worth, and then one of them moved to Denton, and I think one moved to Florida.
Oh,
Shit.
damn.
So it's just one of them now, or are they still a duo?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, Rejects.
But like, yeah, they're really good.
I'm fucking around. One of them's gonna be my neighbor.
It should be my neighbor.
Grouch.
Oh, okay. I have a lot. So
Listen, we're here.
Tell
Shout them out.
Zinnia, my sister.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I was very impressed with her set whenever I saw it.
Bro,
She
like
was awesome.
the first night I ever met her, I was like, oh my god. And she's like, thank you so much. And it's like 2 years ago, and ever since then, like she's my little sister. Period. Like nobody fucks with her around me.
Good.
I will. Mirage, JT, Mashbit, definitely Mashbit. He is an amazing person.
I'm so proud of his growth throughout this year, bro.
Me too.
Whenever he started, I think he started off, like, I guess his first show was like a DJ contest submission, and it was for a Freaky Deaky.
Yeah.
And he played, like, at a super, it wasn't a tiny stage, it was like a 2-channel setup, and it was by where, like, some stands were, like, I think it was, like, food stands, and he was, like, back in the corner. So here's the main stage, here's the other main stage, and as you're passing it, it's, like, this little, like, kind of, like, crevice, and he was just playing, like, right there. I think that was his first show that I saw him at, and I think one of his first ones. So now that I, like, see him, like, on, like, these bigger lineups with bigger artists and having better set times,
Yeah.
super proud of that, man.
But also Mowgli, Marks, and Tension.
Tension.
His mask is the shit.
Also, shout out Dripnosis
Dripnosis.
and shout out Hayes. I think Dripnosis, he's from Houston, and Hayes, I can't remember where he's from. But they're really good. They're fucking dope as shit. So if y'all ain't heard of them, y'all need to check them out, for real.
Hell yeah.
And
And Grovch.
but he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. Really good guy. He supports every one of my shows, even though like he can't go half the time because he's working. He will post about it, Snapchat me,
Nice.
always invites me out to his shows.
Cool.
So he's very supportive, very good guy,
Nice.
and he's intense.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck that guy. No.
Sound like anything else before we close it up?
Shout out to Rhythm Squad, shout out to Pass, shout out to 48, shout out to Slanga, shout out to Ham Fam.
There you go.
Shout out Generate.
There you go.
Shout out Rhythm Squad. Much love.
Oh, Afterlife. Sorry, that was me.
There you go. Good catch.
Well, that concludes. Oh, what the fuck was that? That concludes season 2, episode. What was it?
6.
Six.
Squad Talks. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of y'all's days. I know y'all
Thank
super
y'all for
busy,
coming.
Nah.
so this
Sure,
means a
for
lot,
sure.
man.
Anytime you want me to come, let me know.
I am your boy, Danny Pads. Over here, we got Chase, aka half of 48. I'm gonna say it. He's a 40.
There you go.
So it's supposed to be 40 and 8. It's not, 24 and 24. He's 40 and he's 8. But we got Chase, Mr. CEO over here, half of 24, half of 48, aka 24, and our very special guest over here, Grovch and Slanga. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Love y'all.
Good night. Peace.
Claire.